បាច់ល្អដៃធ្លាក់ក្នុងទឹកតែមានណាចង់អង្គុយមុខខ្ញុំអង្គុយមុខ
Yar, if you can hear me, clap me 2 times.
Woohoo!
Clap for me 3.
1 2 3
All right, that is very, very good. So, my name is Juan. I'll be your boat captain for today. All I ask is please remain seated at all times and hold on tight to any of your loose belongings. This lake is very deep, so if anything falls into the water and it doesn't flow back up, this will be its home forever. Unless it's shining, Davy Bones will take it. As you guys are not sitting next to him, so do it out of pettiness. He's a little greedy like that. So, this is Lake Shawnee. This is a man-made lake that was created before the park opened in 1967. It is home to 3 of our endangered species here, and there are 5 little islands, and we're gonna see them today. Yay! Yeah, I know it's exciting. So this is all part of the Species Survival Plan, SSP for short. And the goal for all this is that we have our animals be happy with their genetic pairs, and help them raise happy, healthy babies, and have them do cool tricks like that. So the first island is to our right. If you guys look behind those bushes, they are the very camouflagey type. You will see absolutely nothing. But this is where we would have our Saurus cranes, Howard and Marion. But because of the avian flu, we have them in a temporary habitat in the petting zoo area, just to keep them quarantined from other wild birds. Just as a precaution to keep them safe. But they're known as the tallest flying birds in the world, standing up to 6 feet tall with an 8-foot wide wingspan. And they're known as birds that mate for life. What that means is that once they are together, they are inseparable. Love birds. Literally the joke, love birds. Must be nice. So the next islands that we're going to see is our spider monkeys right here. And this one is our older ones, and their names are Jesse James, Zachary, and Shadow. Now the reason they are called spider monkeys is because when they were first discovered in Central and South America, they thought to be giant spider!
Spider monkey.
Just kidding.
He was like, leave me alone.
I'm just trying to drink water.
I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty.
I
Leave
don't
me.
want the attention right now. I just want water.
Let me just drink some water. Oh, that's so
But
cute.
because of their long limbs and tail, they thought to be giant spiders. And speaking
Yung
of which,
chocolate
their tails
yung
are
chocolate
pink inside. What that means is that they can use their tails just like a third arm. They can grab, climb, swing onto things with it, and it holds up their entire body weight. So just for fun, they can just have it hold on. They can have their tails hold on to
Look
one
at
of
the
those.
one on the tree.
That's a turtle. Ooh, you almost got me there, turtle. I almost gave you the boot. So right here, these little areas that are at the end of each island, those are called training stations. And what are the purpose for that is that our keepers can just feed our animals through those. And it also is a method to train them and to just check up on their general health. It is open for them 24/7, so they can just have that spot as an extra shade if they wanted to. And the training stations are also removable. So what that means is that if we were to have an emergency like a hurricane, we can just have them inside of their own stations, remove them from the island, and put them somewhere safe. So this is our second Spider Monkey Islands, and this is where we have our younger ones. Now the reason that they are together in their own islands instead of being with the older ones is because they're just too cool for them. They're just laid back, they're chill like that. But realistically speaking, because they are in their teenage years, they tend to be a little rowdy and play a little rough. So that's why Wisha and Slick are together in their own islands instead of being with the older ones. But in my experience, they've been the lazier type, like me. Just give me snacks and I'm okay. That's all I need. So, last but not least, the last 2 islands that we are going to see is with our Siamangs. Siamangs are known as lesser apes. They are not monkeys. The best way you can tell them apart is that apes do not have tails, but monkeys do. Is that yummy? Is that yummy? I'm sure that's yummy. But Siamangs are larger, stronger, and smarter than monkeys as well. So on the larger side, if we were to have a newborn Siamang here at Lion Country, 3 years later, it would already be bigger than one of our spider monkeys all the way on the other side. So here we have a lovely family of 4. We have the mother Tina, the father Onyx, and their 2 beautiful children, Obsidian and baby Paul. Paul just turned 3 about like 2 months ago, and they gave him like this really like awesome like sweet potato cake. It looks so yummy. Good for him. So the way that they move around from one island to the other is that they do this hand-to-hand swinging motion. That is called brachiation. Another good way to explain this is picture yourselves at a playground and using the monkey bars. That's how they move around in general. Now, in my opinion, this should be called ape bars, but I'm not in charge of the names, so I'm leaving that alone. One last thing that is very cool about the Siamings is that they have this inflatable pouch underneath their necks, and once they inflate it, that's how they produce their loud whooping call, and that is called a gular sac. When they do this loud whooping call, it can go up to 2 miles, making them our second loudest animal here at Lion Country Safari, just right behind our West African lions that can roar up to 5. So, Siamings also use this